to deal with the shiftiness of a woman. What's up, everybody? I'm Forbes Valentine. I'm your relationship advice dude. I'm your number getting guy. I'm your male libido enhancing dude. Look, I don't know what the fuck to call myself, so figure out what to call me in the goddamn comment section. Thanks for watching. If you need help personally in any of this stuff relating to relationships, dating, getting numbers, etc., libido especially, look, if you're running into some sort of libido issue, that's an issue and there's a reason and we can fix it. Get the consulting service that we have at alphaallure.com. If that somehow is broken or not up or something, we're probably just making changes to the website. All right. So the main point I always want to get across in my videos, I think, is there's an overarching background point that's always sort of present. And that's that a man is a rock. A man is a mountain. A man is not emotionally shifty. A man does not get strange. He's not up his girl's ass. He just fucking does his thing, focuses on his mission. That's what he does. And that's it. He's there to support the woman emotionally and in many other situations. And women are not like that. Some women, a lot of women, look, even the most alpha of females, and those are the kind of females that I don't like. I don't like super aggressive alpha females, but I do like alpha females to an extent that know how to get into their feminine. If there's an alpha female that does not know how to submit and get into her feminine, I'm not into that. But I am into alpha females who have their shit together and own businesses, as an example, or just doing great shit in their careers and are fast trackers, but they also know how to shift in their feminine. There's nothing more sexy than that. They pay for stuff half the time or some of the time, or they have their shit together. They know how to treat you, and they've got focus. They've got to focus too. They've got shit they have to do too during the day. So it really makes the relationship work a lot better. But then they can shift into their feminine and get into this. I just love it when my woman goes, "Daddy, I want to cook you dinner tonight, and I just want to watch you eat it." You know what I mean? I love that kind of shit, right? So I like those kind of women, but even those kind of women, even a woman that's got her shit together and is essentially an alpha female, they emote differently than we do. Okay, they like if you want to take a break in the not in a relationship, but just for a day, you guys have been sleeping at each other's house or something for a week or whatever, and you guys just had a bunch of sex and enjoying each other's company, and you want to take a break because you understand the necessity to keep things fresh. Then a woman, like if she wants to take a break, I, as a man, as the rock, as the mountain, I would go, sure, honey, I understand. Great, that sounds good. I'll go focus on this and go do my mission, and you go do that, and you focus on your thing. If you're an insecure male and you've got problems with, you're insecure, then you might take that as, oh, she wants to spend time with another guy. You do all these fucked up things in your head. That you cannot go there as a man. And the more you're indifferent, the more you're focusing on your mission, the less you go there. The more you're confident, have your own life, have your own friends, have your own shit going on, the more you don't fucking go there. But if you do that, so like say you're interacting with a woman and you guys have been spending all this time at each other's places, and you've just been having lots of sex, and the relationship's progressing, but you recognize the necessity to just separate for a day or two because you need to refresh. You need to spend time on your own. You need time to miss the other person, to wonder what they're doing. You know what I mean? To develop more feelings for them. Developing the feelings while you're with them, yeah, it happens, but I think a lot of that stuff develops when you're not with them. It really does, and it's really fucking cool how that works. It's really cool. Then, she could get in that situation, look, if she wants to spend all her time with you and you sort of have to regulate it because you've got shit you got to do, as the man who's trying to manage the relationship to some extent, that too much time leads to burnout with whatever, no matter whatever you're doing. You listen to the same song all the time. What happens? You don't fucking want to listen to it anymore, right? You turn it off, you shelve it, and then you come back a month later and it's awesome again. The Lana Del Rey song that you didn't want to listen to anymore is now fucking dope again. You're rocking in your whip. So that's why breaks and shit are necessary. But if your girl is not into that, or if she just gets emotional about it and thinks like you might be, fucking with other girls, or that you don't want her at your place and she gets bitchy about it, that's just an example. There are many other examples of that kind of shit happening, where a man will just either be seemingly indifferent because they're focused on something, but it's not to try to take the attention off the woman at any capacity. It doesn't signify that there is some distance or some separation going on in his head, or that there's reluctancy to spend time with her. None of that stuff. A guy just might be doing stuff, and if you're an alpha male, you should be doing stuff. You're focused on your mission. You're an individual, and you know how to build yourself up. Being the best version of yourself allows you to treat a woman well and be the best version of yourself when you're with another woman. So if you have to do that kind of stuff, but she doesn't like that, or she gets a little weird about it, she might get bitchy. Like, girls get bitchy for all kinds of reasons. She just, might get a little bitchy. And if that happens, and in other situations where a woman might get shifty and bitchy, look, the best thing you can do is not behave like she's behaving. Okay? You need to let her express all of that. You need to let her go. She'll go through a process of expressing the bitchiness and being upset about it or whatever, and then she'll go through the process and then eventually, look, if it's something ridiculous and she's an adult, she's probably just gonna go, like, in the end, she'll probably just, like, having gone through all that shit, like, that was stupid of me, like, that was stupid, and whatever, I'm over it now, and I'm not gonna be bitchy about it, and then she fucking everybody moves on. You know what I mean? You're adults, and that's that. So you kind of just have to let her go through that process. Don't look at it as if it's a, as if this is some permanent state or something. Just let her get over it. If she needs some reinforcement, like in that particular context, that you're totally with her and you're not going to be spending time with other chicks during the time that you take a break, and you just want to break because you care about the relationship and you want to make sure you're continuing to enliven it and allow it to progress via that that separation and that strategic interaction, strategic breaks and things of this nature, then let her know that. Let her know. Be very clear with her about it and be very definitive and firm about it. Don't be wishy-washy. Don't be any of that shit. Don't be fucking apologetic for any of it. Don't be apologetic for any of it. Explain what's happening. Explain how you feel. Explain what you think needs to be done. And let that be that. And she's gonna respect that. But the bottom line is like, I can't tell you how many times, like, I've just held my masculine core, and just held myself as a rock in situations when I've interacted with women where they got a little shifty and emotional, and I almost looked at them like my little sister. Like, I just kind of looked at them like, okay, like, look, I got your back and I'm here for you. No matter what, I see how you're behaving right now. I'm just gonna let you go and do your thing. I'm not going to change my state. I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to, be emotional back with you. I'm not going to yell at you or any of that kind of shit. I might jokingly call you a bitch or something and then kiss you on the cheek. But that's it. You see what I'm saying? I just held my masculine core there. I can't tell how many times I've done that. I just held my solid, I just behaved like a man. And then, an hour later, the woman was just like, yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. I just got into a state. And then it's like, it's okay, because that's how you are, and sometimes that's how women can be, and you just have to let them do that. The more that you can, there's so many things that they look at to judge the efficacy of a man, right? To judge the worthiness of a man, of their love, and one of those things is like, how much can you put up with their fucking shit? How much can you put up with their? They'll sit there and literally reflect on the fact that she was acting like a bitch and you just took it and you didn't get upset. You didn't lose your fucking shit. Don't lose your shit, man. You didn't lose your cool. And, you gave her support. You were the backbone of that interaction, and you just let her do her thing, and she got over it, and that's cool. She's going to respect that. That's going to attract her more to you. That's going to bring her closer to you. It's going to put her in a situation where she knows she can fucking trust you. Sometimes girls do shit like that, and they just want to know they can trust you. There's certain things they won't do with you sexually until, it sounds so crazy, right? But this is just how they are, until they reach that level of trust with you, which can be achieved by you being a rock when she's being shifty. You know what I mean? It just is the bottom line. And so I think the mistake that men make, in situations where their woman wants to be that way or ends up that way, is they feed into it and they get, they get on her level with it. Like, she doesn't need another woman like around her to be the way that she's behaving. She needs a man. I don't want to say to regulate her. I'm gonna get some girls watch this like, I don't need you to fucking regulate me. Whatever. Okay, I'm not saying that. I'm saying, just to be the energy that she can look up to And if she's not comfortable continuing to stay in that bitchy mode wherever the fuck she's at, well, then she can just come back on your energy and realize everything's okay. You know, and again, I mean, think about how a little girl interacts with her dad. You know what I mean? A little girl might, you know, just get into a shifty emotional state. And what do you think dad does? You think dad like gets angry with her and you know, gets on the same level with her, with like, you know, just going back and forth and being pissed off at her and whatever? No, a dad sits there like a fucking mountain. He's the dad, and this is his daughter. He loves her. He understands that she's, you know, emotional. Women are emotional beings. I mean, that's just the bottom line. He understands how they are, and he's there to support her and love her and rub her back and raise her and protect her and be there for her in those situations. And that's kind of how you have to look at relationships with women. I mean, women are merely, obviously intellectually and otherwise evolved versions of their 8-year-old selves. I mean, that's it. You have to look at it that way. You have to know that while they get you know, more intellectually adept, they get more skilled in their careers, they get more, you know, diversified in their creativity and their experiences and their perspective on things, that ultimately they are, you know, at their core, they're emotional beings, and they acted similar to their dad when they were 8, and their dad was just a mountain and said, "It's okay, honey, you know, I love you," and that's it. Okay, so when a girl gets shifty in any kind of way, look, don't cave in, don't be an asshole, don't get on her level, you know, don't argue with her. You know, you just have to step back and just look at her and smile. Like, just look at her and look, if she's, because sometimes you can do that too, and she'll just be like, whatever, fuck you, and won't let you kiss her on the cheek, then fine, give her fucking space, and when she's ready to come back to you and give you a hug and say, "I'm sorry, daddy," then fucking good. That's, you know what I mean? Then let her come back to you and do that, and you know, that's how it should be. But don't get bent out of shape. The number one thing you want to know: be a rock, be a mountain, and when a girl gets shifty and emotional, don't lose your shit. If you need my help personally in any of the stuff, whether it's that kind of stuff and deep relationship stuff, or how to, at the beginning, how to court a woman, interacting with a woman, how to get a number, whether or not to go for a chick that has a boyfriend, to everything else in between, casual sex situations, libido stuff, you know, how to foster strong erections, how to improve your testosterone profile, how to truly feel like a masculine alpha male, how to focus on your purpose and be a killer. We've got a consultative service. Get it at alphalore.com. And thanks so much for watching. Talk to you next time.